oh God, I'd love that feeling of another first kiss and pin that guy up against a wall and snog him.
Is that what you were thinking on Friday?
No, I wasn't thinking it, but you know what I mean.
I was so shy around women, I wouldn't even talk to them. Like, unless I knew they were guaranteed, guaranteed, that sounds so bad. These Fillets fell on the floor. I was like, hey, where have they gone? These look bigger in the club.
I can't believe you just shared that. Yeah, I did used to wear chicken fillets.
Welcome to episode 38 of the Fun Dad, Dean and Wife Unfiltered podcast. I am Dean.
And I'm Sarah.
So on Friday night was a bit of an occasion for you, wasn't it?
It was a great occasion.
She went clubbing for the first time since 2023, I think we worked out.
Yeah, I did. So I actually haven't been clubbing for years, have I? And even that was just like after my work Christmas do. But I'd say like properly going out, I've avoided it for many years. And I don't know why, because I used to love it, didn't I? We met in a club, didn't we?
You've always liked the dancing aspect of clubbing, haven't you?
Yeah, I love dancing. Me and my friend were always like, we want to go dancing. But I loved it. But I think what happened was I think we had our second and she's now 6. And honestly, when she was younger, I would just dread people going, oh, I'm having a birthday or a celebration. Like the panic would literally set in me. Like it was really weird because at the time, I kind of knew, like, this isn't very normal. I love going out and I love dancing. But, like, this panic would set in. It would be like, what will I wear? My body's changed since having the kids. Like, will I look fat? Oh, I can't do my own hair, though. Oh, the beauty standard on what I need to do my makeup. And then, like, when was the last time I actually slept? I don't know if I can stay out that late. Like, there was so many elements to the night out that I would just dread. I'd be thinking, I can't do this. Like, who's going to have the kids? When I'm out, will the kids be okay? Because traditionally, when we were younger with Ruby, she wasn't okay, was she? Even when I tried to go out.
No, I had to phone you up.
Yeah, often. But you did, because we didn't have an easy baby. And the impact of me then, going out, drinking, getting in late, missing that kind of chunk of sleep as well, that I go to bed really early, guys. Like 9 o'clock, I'm in bed, aren't I? My best bit of sleep normally is like 9 till 12 because Ruby woke up every night till she was what, 4? I don't think she slept through the night till she was like 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Even last night she didn't sleep through the night. She's 6. But I don't know. I just used to love it, and I think that going out on Friday made me realise. Like,
did you really love it on Friday then? You
I had a great night and I missed it, but for many years, I'd say for a good 5 years, while Ruby was younger and the kids were young and we had all these like challenges, like, I didn't want to be tired the next day. I didn't want to be hungover. You could say like, oh, go out and not drink then. Well, I don't have the self-confidence to do that. And
a bit boring as well, isn't it? Let's be honest, clubbing till
I don't know.
1, 2, not drinking.
Some people can do it.
Yeah.
But,
some people can, yeah.
But it's just like I would, even before I'd just be dreading it. I would just dread it, and
why would you dread it?
I think genuinely I was just tired. I think I was just tired for 5 years, and I think I was overwhelmed for 5 years. And having young children, you don't realise the impact that it's having on you. But for me, that was the major difference in my life. Is I just didn't want to go out, not out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we used to go out kind of pubs or whatever, didn't we? Till like
in the afternoon, in the day,
and stuff, but not.
I just couldn't do the late nights, and I think what happened was not everyone maybe understands that. And yeah, don't know.
I think, is it an age thing though? Like, sort of we're in late 30s now.
Speak for yourself. No, I am now, yeah.
Like, for me personally, I don't really like clubbing, but I never have. I don't like the dancing aspect of it. I can't dance, as you know. Like, I just shuffle around like an idiot. So I've never liked that. I went clubbing to find a woman. Like, I went there to do that. And then once I accomplished that, clubbing had no kind of reason. I
mean, yeah, I don't know.
But you like the dancing aspect.
I like the dancing aspect.
You love all that part of it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes when you had a few drinks and you're looking around the room and you're thinking, oh God, I'd love that feeling of another first kiss and pin that guy up against a wall and snog him.
Is that what you were thinking on Friday?
I wasn't thinking it, but you know what I mean.
I did get a funny text message from you about 1:30, actually. No?
No.
Am
I
not allowed
got a
to
lot
share?
of funny text messages that night. I was just really, don't know, I just let loose. And I think when we're
A
older
couple
as
of
well,
people tried to chat Sarah
they
up. In
did.
the
I was like,
club.
oh,
Dear.
I know.
I'd like to be a fly on the wall there.
Excuse me, I got offered drinks and I didn't take them. I didn't even let them buy me a drink. And then I got in
And
and
so
Dee
you
was,
should. You're married. Don't say that.
No, we got in and you said, oh, I wish you had because you have my card.
Yeah, I kept seeing these things pinging through to my phone. I was like, what the fuck is she spending in there?
It's so much more expensive to go out now. I was like, oh my God. But I think I don't know, what I meant to say is I think that there's probably loads of mums out there, maybe dads, I don't really know. I can only speak for my hormonal, emotional self. But having a young baby, it's weird because when I had Daisy, I didn't feel like I lost myself really.
No, we went out quite.
Not yeah, but not necessarily,
no.
But
Okay.
I don't know. I think the reason that I wasn't going out, like I've missed some really. Oh my God. Oh no. I've missed some really. No, I can't do it.
Feels like the Stephen Bartlett podcast at the moment. Well, what can't you do? Just say it.
I just feel like I've missed lots of my friends' things, like hen do's and birthdays and stuff, because I couldn't go. Not because I couldn't go, because, I didn't have enough money or all the reasons that I said I couldn't go. But I couldn't go because having children and the pressures of having children changed me.
In what way?
Lack of confidence, just being tired all the time, didn't feel myself. And then I think going out on Friday made me think, oh my God, what have I been missing for the last 5 years?
Did you feel kind of back Friday? Had you found yourself back when you were out? Like, I'm back?
Yeah,
you get
maybe.
That kind of feeling?
It was quite like a realisation. It was like, what have I been doing for the last 5 years?
You have shown quite a lot of confidence lately. I feel like you're more, you're set, you know what I mean? Like, you've got more of a zest. Yeah, definitely. I've definitely been feeling that.
I think I was just tired and stressed and overwhelmed for like 5 years. And then now they're just slightly older. I'm like, oh my God, life is slightly easier again. And
yeah, so if you listen to this and you're going through something similar, it definitely does get easier in that aspect, doesn't it? And I think this is a eye-opener to it.
Never cried on the podcast before, guys. Fucking hell. Sorry, shouldn't swear, should I? Oh, anyway. But Friday was a good place. Like I planned the outfit. I didn't actually take the drinking too far, Dean. I know I was a bit hungover the next day, but I wasn't that hungover. And I wasn't sick, and I just had a really good night, dancing. Oh, sorry. I won't sniff anymore down the microphone. But what I did notice, though, Dean, was that clubbing is very different now to what it was when we were back in the day.
Better, worse, different? People drink less now, don't they?
I think people drink less. I think people drink less.
Yeah, when we went clubbing, it was just getting absolutely smashed as quickly as possible. But clubbing wasn't it for me. That's why I just used to get drunk, because it's a bit awkward, isn't it, clubbing?
I don't know. The main difference for me.
I couldn't talk to women, so oh my God, the girl's looking at me. Hide.
But the main difference for me as well, I think it's amazing. Flat shoes.
Yeah,
felt a bit strange.
What people are wearing and stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of women are in trainers and things. I was like, oh, didn't do that back in the day when I went to Oceania. We used to kill our feet in these ridiculously high shoes, like the highest shoe you could possibly find. From Aldo, I used to get mine.
But is that an age thing? Like, who are we talking about? Are we talking girls in their 20s? Because obviously when we went to Oceania, we were early 20s, weren't we?
Oh, no. I started going to Oceania illegally. Sorry, Mum. Well, she knew. She used to drop me off when I was 16. Back in the day then, they used to accept, my older sister, I used to get her passport, Tipex it and photocopy it, and they would accept, back in the day, they would accept a photocopied passport. When I actually found it easier to get into clubs and bars and pubs when I was 15, 16 than I did when I was 17, 18.
Yeah, I had a fake passport, Dean Hargreaves. Dean Hargreaves, I remember it.
What, a whole actual fake passport?
Like a fake, was it maybe?
A photocopy of a passport or an actual passport?
No, fake ID.
Oh, okay.
So wait, what did you have like
an ID card?
Was it like a driving license or a uni card or something?
I
you
don't
could
know.
get in with? It was a Dean Hargreaves, yeah, something.
Was it a real person or was it you?
No, it was my picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was my picture, but just with Dean Hargreaves.
Ah.
And we had VIP cards, didn't we? Remember them?
We did have. I actually didn't have a VIP card.
We did. They were.
You had to buy them because you were a bloke.
£500 a year between 4 people. Because they got 4 people in this VIP card. Every card.
Right.
Queue jump to the VIP room. People were queuing for 2 hours. I was like, this thing's £125 a year, and you can just. We were going 3 times a week. It was the best. It was the best thing I've ever bought. And I met you in there, which did we meet? Oh, no, we met in Liquid.
We met in Liquid in Sutton. Yeah. Great venue that was.
But then you pounced on me in Oceana, wasn't it? Was that?
Did I? My parents listened to this podcast, Dean. I didn't pounce on him. Maybe that's the way he wants to remember it, and I just.
Sarah, I was so shy around women. I wouldn't even talk to them, like unless I knew they were guaranteed. Like guaranteed. That sounds so bad. Unless I knew they were well into me, which I always have self-confidence, I wouldn't even talk to them.
Wouldn't even go near him.
Nah, and I thought to myself, I'm not going to get her. Because you were like, obviously you're a rocket. And it was...
Did you hear that? You were a rocket.
I changed it to R.
Okay.
I was about to say were, and I said R.
No, I used to really enjoy the clubbing days, and I do feel like, I don't know, maybe we just don't have teens yet, but has it still got the kind of the oomph that it did when we were younger?
No, less people are drinking. Why? Like, if you look at the stats, less people their age are drinking, which is a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. No, I know, but you see those videos online of clubs maybe in Ibiza or clubs in London or wherever, and they compare it, say, from a camera shot from the DJ box in the 90s or the noughties, and then they compare it to a camera shot from the DJ box now, and they're all just on their phones, kind of. Not letting loose, not letting go.
Yeah, no, that's a problem, innit? Did you have your phone the other night on you? Not really?
No, not really. No, a little bit. But...
Yeah, it's all about social media, about being there, isn't it? Like taking a video of, like, I'm at a rave, rather than just actually being there and enjoying it and experiencing it.
Yeah, enjoying the moment.
It's a shame.
It is a shame. It's a bit like schools. Maybe nightclubs should have those like lockers or pockets for mobile phones. So actually, do you know what? Leave your phone at the door and just come and enjoy yourself. Don't worry about taking pictures and videos. Just come and be.
They would get robbed.
They'd be robbed.
They would get fucking robbed. I'm not leaving my phone in some dodgy nightclub locker. Oh my God. No.
It was funny though, because I was thinking, I went out on the other day and I had my semi-big bag, not a massive bag, but my big bag, and then I actually forgot my denim jacket, which was really annoying, wrapped up in a blanket I was in the first bar. They gave me a blanket, and then my flat shoes, and it's like, oh, this is great. Like, I'm comfortable, I'm warm. Whereas before, I would have stood in a queue. Well, we didn't stand in the queue because we always used to go to the front and get let in. Some of my friends are very good at blagging us in. And we used to go, and you'd be out in the freezing cold in like a micro mini skirt with no jacket because you didn't want to queue for the cloakroom or pay you like £1.50 to put it in the cloakroom, in the most ridiculously uncomfortable high heels ever. And that was like the norm. We just put ourselves through that. Do you think?
Of course it is. Girls in their 20s are still doing that to attract the men, the boys and all that. Of course they're doing that. The only reason you were doing that is because, flash a bit of cleavage, all that. Cool. We know what you're doing,
I've never had the cleavage to flash, to be honest.
You used to wear chicken fillets.
Oh my God!
First took her back, pulled her bra off, and everything shrunk. These fucking fillets fell on the floor. I was like, hey, where have they gone? These look bigger in the club. Jesus.
I can't believe you just shared that. Yeah, I did used to wear chicken fillets.
So why would you wear chicken fillets? Like, why you wouldn't do that now? So why would you do it back then? Because you wouldn't. Maybe
it made the dress look better. I don't know. I really didn't have any boobs though when I was younger.
All right.
Oh, thanks.
All right, we're not just.
Anyway, less about my boobs. So do you think now though, like you say, for you when you were younger in the club, it was all about confidence? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could take yourself back 20 years, because even if you took yourself back 20 years, Dean, you'd still be 19. 20 years, and you were like a young, a teen now, or like a young 20s now, and you were out clubbing, do you think you need that confidence to go up to girls, or do you think they're doing that whole like, oh, I'll find them on Facebook, or I'll find them on Tinder,
I think it's
or I'll
worse
find them on
now.
Instagram?
I think it's worse now because they can just do that.
Right.
Like,
What do you mean?
They can just go on Tinder and swipe. They don't have to speak to girls in public.
What do you mean? You give them the chat first on the app?
Yeah, that would help me actually.
Okay.
I'd know they're interested.
Well, you got better chat on an app.
No, but I'd know they're interested. They like the look of me.
Okay.
Going up to like random in a fucking club and going, hi, do you want a drink? And they go, no, you're an ugly ming. And you're like, oh my God, my confidence is shot. I want to go home. At least with the app first, you can know if they like semi-like you. Then you can go up to them. Then it's easier to approach them.
Oh, I think it's a shame.
I think it makes it a bit easier. It would for me.
Okay.
But worse at approaching women, it would make you worse because you don't have to do it because you've got the app.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think pros and cons for that.
Okay.
You know?
One thing I did want to reminisce on that you couldn't remember when I mentioned this last night was I remember when the smoking ban came in. It was like literally you used to go clubbing and you'd wake up the next day and like my hair was... I didn't actually smoke. I've never smoked.
I used to love a snat.
Gross.
Snat. Used to call it grat. Got grat. What snat?
That's weird.
That's what we used to say.
That is weird. Anyway, and I don't remember waking up and I always used to stink. And I actually didn't like the smell of smoke. But then this smoking ban came in and I remember going to Oceana for the first time after the smoking ban came in. And it just stank of like dirty carpets, sick, BO. The whole place just stank. And everyone was just going around being like, oh my God, it stinks in here. Because the smoke used to mask all the kind of sweaty nightclub smells.
I don't
Gross.
remember
You can't remember that. I just remember it was so bad. We were literally going around the club like, oh my God, it stinks in here so
I just
bad.
stuck a Davidoff.
What's
Remember
Davidoff? No.
Remember that aftershave? Oh, it's still out there. Oh, it was
Is
the
it?
best. It still smells good now. Can't remember. Davidoff.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
There you go. Do you know what else I remember about clubbing days though, which I'm not looking forward to as a parent, is first of all, letting them go, letting them be and like not worrying about them. But also, do you remember we didn't have Uber? Like there was no Uber.
No. My mum was a bloody good Uber.
Yeah, so was mine. I used to ring my mum up and she'd always come. She never said no.
Suba, it was.
Suba. Thanks, Sue.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
Or Colin's mum, Leslie, used to come and pick us up.
Did she? Oh, well done, Leslie. No, my mum used to always come and get us in her pyjamas and her slippers and she'd get in the car and she'd come and get us. That's weird. Very weird today, Dean. But anyway, so there we go. Sorry for getting emotion. That's a new one for me on the podcast. A bit embarrassed about that. Will we let this air? Maybe. Depends how ugly I'm crying. Anyway, so that was my experience of Friday night. But I suppose what I mean to say by that, and the point of it is that if you're in the thick of it and you're feeling like you've lost yourself, just be patient and have the time because you might feel better at some point.
Before she cries again, let's move on to today's subject, which is definitely more light-hearted, isn't it?
Let's go. So, Dean has always gone on about, haven't you, the fact that within our house, often, Dean never has control of the television. And you put up something the other day, didn't you? You know, like, our telly's always got on it bluey or blippy or...
Last night, my daughter hit me because I wanted to turn it onto the darts. 8:15. She got in from school at 4. 8:15, I wanted the TV. I wanted to watch darts, Premier League. Can I have the remote? It's my TV. It's my house, my four balls. I pay for all this stuff. And she whacked me in the leg.
Oh.
And then hit me again.
I mean, there's a lot to unwrap there.
Yeah, she just...
Was it like a playful hit or...
No, there was some...
She didn't want you to
change... It wasn't that aggressive. It wasn't like a 10 out of 10 aggression, but it was probably a 6.
Oh.
Yeah,
and what did you do about that?
Nothing.
Oh my God.
No, I basically just said, you don't hit your dad. Like, what do you do in that instance? Like I was a bit...
If one of the girls hit me in that instance like that about the telly, if they hit me, that telly would be banned for like a week and I'd go and put them to bed. Especially if it was quarter past 8.
Have we ever
What did
banned
you
the
do?
TV for a week?
I've banned it in the mornings. I've banned her, yeah. Not a week, maybe. Their tablets I've banned for months on end before. But...
It would... Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, but what my point is I actually think in a lot of respects now within our house, we have these like tiny little dictators in our house that sometimes have taken over aspects of the house.
Some aspects.
Yeah.
They've taken everything of our existence in the house.
Well, what have they taken over for you then?
Like the fridge. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. You go in the fridge and I'm not allowed to eat anything in it. I've paid for every bit of food in there and I'm not allowed to eat anything.
We've paid.
Yeah, but they get all the blueberries, all the raspberries, and I get a fucking banana.
I do buy you banana.
I get bananas and apples, and they get blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, every berry, kiwis. And if I touch a blueberry, I've got like Sarah breathing down my neck going, that's for the kids. I'm like, oh my God, I want a blueberry in my life, not one of these mouldy fucking apples.
But it's just so expensive, and I can't be bothered to keep going back to the shop all the time to buy more.
And the chicken.
Oh God, here we go.
They're like chicken bacon. You're like, that's for the kids' lunch. I'm like, oh my God, I just want some chicken.
But there's nothing more annoying when you're rushing around in the morning and you've got no time, and then I'm like, oh my God, Dean's eaten all the lunchbox fillers. Like, you eat them all.
I'm not eating any of it. All I'm allowed is some dry crackers from the cupboard.
Oh, shut up.
I'm allowed dry crackers.
That is not true. He is exaggerating that.
And some ready salted hula hoops, the ones nobody wants.
Yeah, don't eat the green ones because they're Ricky's favourite.
Ones, salt and vinegar ones, the good McCoys, touch them. Nah.
Oh, dear. Maybe I just need to buy more, but it's just everything's so bloody expensive.
It is mental.
Now, I'll literally go in the fridge and I'll calculate in my head, is there enough of that for their lunchboxes this week, or is there enough of that for... And I end up not eating it. Like, my diet sometimes is horrendous purely because I open the fridge and I'm like, I need to save that for the kids.
We need to be healthy for the kids. If we got ill, we couldn't look after the kids. We need blueberries.
Okay.
We need strawberries. We need raspberries. We need good food.
Do you know what we should do? We need to grow them. Let's grow some strawberries.
Doesn't work. You need like fucking 15-acre allotments and like last a week in our house. Like, it wouldn't work. You need to grow so many, apparently.
Okay.
You need to have like literally bushes and bushes of these strawberry trees or whatever they are.
Do you know what though? They've not just taken over the snack cupboard and the fridge. It's like they literally take over aspects of the whole house. But then it wasn't just the house. They've also now, like, Daisy's kind of called the lawn for her own. Now she's really into football. She's ruining the lawn.
I do love that though.
You don't mind the lawn being ruined now?
No, she's playing football on it. Oh my God, no. West Ham, here we come. Nah, I love her playing football. She's good at it as well.
But sometimes I just
I'm getting a bit excited.
Oh,
because she's so into it.
Do you not ever just look into the garden though and think like I look over at next door's garden and they've not got any children. And I look over and I'm like, oh, their garden, they've got sun loungers and it looks really nice and they've painted it and they've got like flowers and hanging baskets and stuff. Then I'm looking at ours and I'm like, oh, slide, swing, football net, ruined grass, trampoline. And I'm like, oh, they've just taken over the garden as well. They've taken over everything.
That thing at the back can go though.
Oh, what, the climbing frame?
Yeah, that needs to go.
I'll give that to my sister for my niece and nephew.
Nah, just throw it in the bin.
No, Dean, you're so wasteful.
I was going to pick it up and put it in the skip the other day about telling you. I thought, I'm just going to dismantle this.
No.
I thought, nah, she'll go mad.
No, you just couldn't dismantle it either.
She'll go extra mad if I do this.
Don't do that. I feel like quite emotional. I feel like the kid's last climbing frame at the garden is a very like poignant thing. Once that's gone, it shows, oh my God.
Some rusty old climbing frame in the back of the garden.
It's a TP garden frame with like a slide and what they call monkey bars.
I love getting rid of stuff. I get excited.
Okay.
Minimalist.
You know, I agree, minimalism, but, you know, I don't know.
They don't really play on it. They did the other day, actually. They did play on it.
They do play on it. I'm not ready for that yet.
Maybe we've got another year.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet. Can we not?
Okay.
Thanks. But do you know what else these little tiny dictators have stolen from us? Our bedtimes and our lie-ins. They're gone. Thing of the past. The eldest tries to always stay up late. She steals my bedtime and my evenings. And then the youngest, well, I mean, what time was Ruby up today? What was it, 4:45?
4:45, yeah. And I was in her bed because she woke me up at like 2 and I went in her bed. She got a double bed. That's a hack. Get him a double bed. Then you can just go in and just sleep as well. It is a hack though, isn't it? She had a single bed. You have to take her back in. You have to like wait. Like, then wake up, then go back in your own
Yeah.
bed. Now I can just wander in there and like just go straight back to sleep.
And I think that's why you do that. You go in with her because I think that's the reason
I absolutely
why.
love sleeping next to her.
Yeah, you're
I
good.
love it.
You can sleep, but I think that's what contributed as well to my mini meltdown that I had earlier. Is that, you know, when I said I was like tired for 5 years, I am the worst sleeper ever.
Yeah, I know you are.
I sleep so badly, and
You do take it well though. You really push on. Even like full nights no sleep, you still will really push on. If I had no sleep, I'd be like, nobody talk to me.
I'm quite good at getting on with it when I'm tired.
Yeah,
I am. But I think I've had to be because that's me. That's been my life. Anyway, God, I'm negative Nelly today. But do you know what else I can't do in my house, which annoys me with the kids, is they don't always let me sing. You know, like when they're doing their little performances, wherever they've got their song on, they don't let me sing. They'll be like, no, this is my turn to sing, or stop singing. I'm like, oh my God, it's my house.
You got a cracking voice as well.
I want to sing. Leave me alone, kids.
Yeah,
Fuckers.
No, I can't sing either.
Do you know what else really?
They don't let me sing, but I'm absolute shit.
You are, I know, love your... Yeah, but you've actually got something that the kids have got as well. Because, you know, I don't know if anyone else's child does this at home. I think most of them do it, and you do it as well. Is when they have their, like, flavour song of the week or the month or whatever, and the song that they're listening to. At the moment, it's that Steve's Lava Chicken song. And they just put it on repeat, repeat, repeat. I'm like, oh my God, I can't hear this song anymore.
I've got 2 genres at the moment.
Oh my
Tech
God.
house. I've always loved tech house.
Yeah.
I could listen to that all day. Jurassic Park theme tune.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you know what? We've talked about this before on the
Jurassic
podcast.
Park.
You are so weird.
I'd find this song, like this theme tune, on YouTube. And
wait.
No, I'm not going to find it. But I just get the biggest dopamine rush ever from it, and then I get addicted to it, and I'm like, I need to keep playing it.
Do you remember when you went through a stage of Ghostbusters?
Oh no, I still don't go back to that.
You're so weird.
Yeah. I imagine us winning the podcast awards, listen to the Ghostbusters theme tune. Me and you standing up and giving us a high five and then walking up to the front doing like a winner's speech. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
You're so
you know when your
strange.
imagination just goes away with you listening to music and you just picture all these things. Do you never get that?
No.
We don't do that.
I don't think so, no.
I get like excited.
Oh.
It's really bizarre. But yeah,
You're
Jurassic
bizarre.
Park theme tune at the moment. That's corker.
Do you know what else the kids
John
have hijacked?
Williams.
That's weird. Do you know what else the kids have hijacked? Have you noticed this?
What?
They've actually hijacked the sofa. Like, there are certain places in the sofa that I would never, if I knew we were going to, like, watch a family film or that I knew the kids were home, there are certain seats that I just would avoid and not sit in, like a certain place on the sofa, because I know that they'll be like, that's my seat, get up.
Oh, no. I don't care about that.
No?
I sit where I sit. They sit next to me.
Well, they don't move you.
I wouldn't move them. I'll just move like. But if I was there first, I'd sit where I sit, and then they can just sort of sit next to me. But I wouldn't move them if they were there. I haven't got like a.
I feel like they've hijacked that certain bit on the sofa.
Oh yeah, but if I'm sitting there, I'm not moving up.
Do they ask you to?
No.
No.
They know I'm not going to.
Okay.
That's just ridiculous. Like, I've taken my whole house. Like, no, I'm sitting here now.
They have taken the whole house. Do you know what else they've taken as well, though? It's not just the house and it's not just the garden. Sometimes now, when I go to pick you up from work with the kids, Daisy's in the front and you get in the back. They've even hijacked the front seat.
I think that's kind of cute, though. That
What?
she likes going in the front. So I just let it happen. Short journey, not bothered. I'll sit next to Ruby. She loves it as well. I think that's kind of cute.
So when we go on a nice journey...
Not 4 hours like today. We're going to Wales again later. But if I'm not doing it for 4 hours, I get car sick. I hate being in the back for long.
Yeah.
But no, I don't mind the odd time with that.
I mean, should we let these tiny little humans hijack? Are we giving children now too much power? Like, even down to the fact that, you know...
It's a strong debate. It's a very hard one.
When you cut up, you know, their toast. Oh, no, you've cut it into squares, not triangles.
I just think stuff like that is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
We've got too soft. No, just eat it as it is. All right. It is. I do believe that. I think we have got soft in some instances, yeah. But is it a good thing? I don't know. Are our kids...
Are they dictating to us too much? Like, are they becoming tiny dictators, do you think? My kids dictate a lot more in our house.
Is that worse? That's the question. Is that better or worse for them? Their emotional...
Building up their CEO skills.
Don't know. I asked that on my page the other day, didn't I?
What do you mean?
If we're being too lenient and is that better? A mixed response. So...
I mean, we're definitely listening to their opinions and emotions more
That's
and not
part of it,
suppressing
yeah.
their emotions.
That's part of it.
In terms of, like children will be seen and not heard kind of vibes from back in the day. I do listen to how my children are feeling and what they say, and I try and advise them and stuff.
And I think that's a strong bit. If we
Yeah.
were too strict, would they do that? That's the argument.
Right, okay. And what do you mean? What was the mix then?
Some people saying we're way too soft, and other people saying no, we've got it right because we're listening to our kids more and their more emotional regulation's better and stuff like that. So that's the mix of response.
Bit ironic though that we're talking about emotional regulation when I've just sit here and I couldn't get my words out and I had a little cry.
No, but that's...
No, I've managed to get myself
No,
back.
that is emotional regulation. You've got to show emotion. You've got to show emotion, haven't you? You can't just be this like stoic, I don't care about anything ever. You've got to feel emotion to process it. That's part of it.
Therapy session.
Yeah.
Again.
Oh, God. Turned to a life coach all of a sudden, but yeah.
You are my life coach. You don't even know it.
Well, you actually do listen to what I say?
No, I wouldn't say I listen to what you say. What I mean is that we have conversations and just chat
Well, you actually
through
take
life.
on board some of the stuff I've
Some of the stuff you say is absolute fucking trife.
Trifle? What's trifle?
Tripe. Oh, I don't know, you put me on the spot, but you do have some funny old opinions sometimes. You are funny. And then often you'll come back round and you'll be like,
Oh, no,
you weren't
right.
right.
Yeah, no, I'm good at that.
Who
I'm good at
is always
self-reflection.
right? If you had to say, like, one of us in a relationship is always right, who would it be?
Not always. No one is. No one's always right.
No, not always, all right? Majority of the time.
Me.
Oh, bullshit.
About business stuff, me. About family stuff, you.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Uh,
Don't start bringing up foul businesses. Don't start bringing
There's
up
another
don't
podcast.
start-
If you haven't listened to it, I can't remember which episode, but there is a
You have
podcast,
to have-
a Del Boy, I think we called it a Del Boy podcast, where we talked about all of Dean's failed business attempts.
And you need
and
to
it's brilliant.
fail a lot
In
often
order to succeed.
To succeed. And I would say this is succeeding slightly, so I've done pretty well.
I know.
To fail at yoga mats and fucking... What else? What other shit did I say on shift? Yoga mats.
Breadboards.
Greg
Fun Dad
Norman's.
Dean merch. Fucking Yo, what else is it? Oh, the golf thing. The golf training aid.
Yeah, loads
so many things.
Loads
he's
of
trying
shit,
to
but you have
sell.
to fail before you succeed. That's the life lesson there. That is the
you
life
go.
lesson. Hardly anyone succeeds first time. And if they've done it, it was massive luck because they just got something right first. But you need to succeed to learn.
There we go.
And I'm still learning every day through doing this. So
Brilliant.
yeah.
Love
Let's
it.
finish on that note.
Let's finish on that note. And thank you once again for listening. Please hit that 5-star review and help us to reach more like-minded parents like yourselves.
And we'll try not to be so emotional in the next episode.
Yeah, a bit embarrassed for crying.
Thank you.
Sorry. Bye.
Bye.